Hi, I'm John Amato from Autel. Thank you for joining us. We've been hard at work creating the next big thing in TPMS and vehicle service technology. We're so grateful that so many of you have chosen the TS508 TPMS tool for its incredible coverage, reliability, and ease of installation, along with our exclusive MX Sensor 1 sensor. Although the TS508 will be produced and supported for years to come, it's time to raise the bar and offer a whole new level of capability and functionality to our family of TPMS products. Among our innovations is a new feature that allows technicians to register the tires to the manufacturer and check the recall status of existing tires. We'll get into all that and more in this installment of the Autel Training Academy. You may have seen the unboxing and early preview videos of the ITS600 and TBE200, but now it's time to get into the details and operation of the tool. We want to give technicians an idea of how the tools work and why we believe these products are essential as we march toward a new generation of TPMS-equipped vehicles. Because TPMS tools and sensors are generally in the domain of tire service and replacement, we're now offering an additional tool that will aid in the evaluation of a tire's overall condition and also aid in the technician's decision to recommend a replacement tire or tires and what associated services will correct those conditions that may have contributed to accelerated tire wear. This is the TBE200. It's a laser-enabled tread depth measurement tool. It can also be used to measure brake disc surface wear and determine if they require replacement when performing brake service. We have engineered these products to work independently or work together to carry the technician through the entire service process. We're going to work through a typical scenario where the vehicle is brought into the service bay for maintenance. As we go along, we'll show you how these two tools can be applied to virtually all aspects of general service and maintenance. First, let's take a quick look at the ITS600 and TBE200's feature set and capability before we jump into the bay to service our vehicle. Here we are on the main screen of the ITS600. This is a simple, easy-to-use Android touchscreen interface. Here you'll find our TPMS software. This allows you to perform diagnostics, program replacement MX sensors, and perform relearn procedures. In the past, we needed to enter the vehicle application manually and check the vehicle's build date to make sure that we were choosing the right make, model, and year. This would often lead to issues that extend the time needed to execute successful TPMS service. We have now included two error-proof ways to select the application. We can tap the blue button to use our optical scanning technology and cloud-based VIN decoding, or simply insert the VCI with the key in the on position and auto ID the car through the vehicle's electronics. Once we acquire the application, the tool will move us to the TPMS interface where we can check the sensors, perform a diagnosis, program our sensors, or perform relearn procedures. On select North American domestic vehicle applications, we can also perform placard value adjustment. This is the pressure value in the car's computer that causes the TPMS mill light to illuminate. Let's exit and check out some of the other features. Autel includes 4 of the most commonly used vehicle service functions with the ITS600. After tapping on the service icon, we can see the selections. These include oil light reset. We can turn off the oil or maintenance service reminder light with the touch of a button. Manual reset procedures that include the application of buttons and switches on the dash are explained in detail when required. EPB is a feature that allows us on vehicles equipped with electronic parking brakes to place the vehicle in workshop mode so the rear brake pads can be replaced. Virtually all vehicles equipped with electronic parking brakes must utilize this feature or risk damage to the system. BMS stands for Battery Management System. Battery registration is a requirement on many newer vehicles. As the battery gets older, it becomes less efficient and its ability to store energy and recharge diminishes. The older the battery, the more aggressive charge it requires. Registering your battery lets your engine control module know that a new one has been installed, and as a result, the vehicle will reset the old battery statistics and won't try to overcharge the new battery thinking the previous one is still installed. Failure to register the replacement will significantly shorten the battery's life expectancy to usually less than 1 year. SAS refers to steering angle sensor calibration. The steering angle sensor is an important part of a vehicle's safety system. It transmits the steering wheel's rate of turn, wheel angle, and other important data to the specific vehicle's computer. If there's a fault in the signal, the computer can disable the vehicle's stability control. Steering angle sensor calibration is required anytime a wheel alignment is performed or any changes are made to the vehicle's suspension geometry, including replacement of front-end parts. Back on the main screen, you can see a tire DOT selection. This is an industry first for a TPMS and service tool. The ITS600 will give technicians the ability to not only scan the tire's DOT numbers to check the age of the tire and the recall status, we can also register new tires to the manufacturer along with customer information so the vehicle owner could be notified in the event of a recall. Autel has partnered with SIMS, one of the leaders in electronic tire registration, to bring this feature to our customers. Tire registration capability requires an additional subscription that can be purchased directly through SIMS on the ITS600. You can see a battery test icon on the main screen as well. With the addition of an optional Autel accessory, the BT506, we can turn the ITS600 into a fully functional battery and charging system load tester to enhance the tool's capability even further. Everything we've discussed up until now, the TPMS capability, 4 service functions, battery test software, all are available for free for the life of the tool. Autel will continue to provide updates for TPMS and the 4 service functions at no additional cost. There's no need to reinvest in the tool. For repairers that require even more functionality, Autel offers the ITS600 Pro upgrade. The addition of the Pro upgrade adds an additional 16 service functions, making it a total of 20. It also includes basic diagnostic capability. The ITS600's diagnostic capability includes the ability to read and clear codes from all different control modules in the car, read descriptions of the codes, and access live data. Live data is output information from a specific system. Technicians monitor this output data, and it allows them to use it as clues when performing their diagnostic. Some of the output data could include the voltage, speed, or temperature of a given system. It also includes freeze frame data. Freeze frame data is a snapshot of the running conditions in a vehicle when a diagnostic trouble code first occurs. Talk to your Autel dealer about the ITS600 Pro upgrade and pricing. If we swipe over, you can find the data manager. This is where the ITS600 stores all of the data acquired when a vehicle is serviced with the tool. This will come in handy later when we show you the ITS600's ability to produce scan reports that can be presented to the customer. Let's move on to a look at the feature set on the TBE200. What we've created is a compact, wireless, laser measuring device that can intelligently acquire and decipher tire tread wear characteristics, as well as measure the surface wear of a brake disc to determine the need for replacement. The TBE200 can be used independently, but its advantages are best realized when combined with the capability of the TBE200. You see, the TBE200 can be paired wirelessly with the ITS600 to integrate TPMS data with tire and brake wear information. It combines the data into one clear, simple, and concise scan report that provides information related to all aspects of the TPMS system and the tires. Let's take a look at the menu system on the TBE200's high-resolution AMOLED display. Here we are on the main screen. We see several options including tire tread, brake disc, and quick check. The TBE200 has two modes of tire tread depth measurement: all check mode and single check mode. Single or all check mode can be selected in the check settings menu. When using all tread check mode, a laser measurement will be taken at 3 locations on each tire. They're taken at 3 positions at adjacent points in the tire tread, the inner, middle, and outer sections. Detailed measurements across the tread enable the tool to identify uneven wear characteristics. Single check mode provides a fast and easy single tread depth measurement taken from the center of the tread. Although the depth measurement at the center location will be very accurate, techs may benefit from the more thorough information provided by all check mode. Next, we'll move on to the brake disc check. This function allows the brake rotor surface wear to be measured independent of the tire tread depth measuring functions. In the order displayed on the tool, place the tool's magnetic tip on the rotor 90 degrees so the laser will span from the hub and the edge of the disc. Swiping left will display the information for each brake rotor. Quick check mode is the fastest and easiest way for a technician to evaluate the condition of the tires and brake rotors before the vehicle enters the service bay. Even before a complete vehicle inspection, service advisors can offer customers replacement tires, a wheel alignment, or brake component replacement to speed up parts ordering and expedite bay turnover. Our customer has just dropped off his Toyota Tacoma for service, and we're going to evaluate its maintenance needs using a combination of the ITS600 and TBE200. The TPMS light is on, and he has requested that an oil change be performed as the service required light is illuminated on the dash. We assured our customer that in addition to their concerns, we will perform an evaluation of the vehicle to identify any service needs that may affect the reliability of the car in the near future. Let's bring in the vehicle and get set up. I'll begin the service process by draining the oil, replacing the filter, and beginning the evaluation of the vehicle's TPMS system, brakes, and the condition of the tires. Now that the car's in the air, we have a good opportunity to use the ITS600's DOT number scanning capability to perform a quick evaluation of the age of the tires and a recall check, just to make sure that our customer is not driving on recalled tires. If a recall is found, we'll need to immediately inform the customer and discuss replacement tires. On the main menu of the ITS600, let's tap Tire DOT. We're then presented with several options. We want to utilize the tire recall lookup and tire age check functions to quickly check the tires before we proceed. When we tap Tire Recall Lookup, the ITS600's optical scanner will appear. We will then carefully place the tool over the tire's DOT number and allow it to recognize the number. The tool will automatically decipher the number and display the age of the tire as well as the recall status using a database. This is a good first step because even if the tires are not recalled, their age may make them no longer suitable for use on the vehicle. We'll then repeat this process on the remaining 3 tires. It may require an additional small amount of time, but it goes a long way in ensuring that a customer's vehicle is safe and we're also operating within best industry practices. The next thing I want to do is take my ITS600 and begin by plugging it into my vehicle's diagnostic port using the included VCI. I can now auto ID my vehicle using the optical scanning technology. Once I've identified the vehicle's application, I'll perform an initial check of the TPMS sensors and make sure they're all working and transmitting a signal to the vehicle. If a sensor fails to activate, its internal battery may be dead or it may be damaged, prompting a recommendation for replacement. Let's check our sensors. If we look at our check screen, we can see that the sensor failed to activate. I'll make a judgment call here and decide to recommend that all the sensors be replaced as they're several years old and will probably fail in short order. This is the best thing we can do for our customer, so they're not stuck returning to the shop for additional sensor replacements in the months to come. Now that we've performed an initial check of the sensor's functionality, it's time to move on to the ITS600's diagnostic mode so we can gain additional information related to the overall health of the vehicle. As we know, each TPMS sensor has a unique ID. The sensor's ID information and the location of the wheels are stored in the vehicle's TPMS control module. This is how the car can differentiate between the sensors that belong to it and others driving alongside in other vehicles. Our diagnostic mode will allow us to communicate with the vehicle and determine if the actual sensor IDs and the wheel positions are consistent with the information stored inside the vehicle's TPMS module. It's crucial that the sensor IDs and wheel locations remain consistent so the pressure information and locations are displayed accurately on the dash. Let's tap the Diagnostic tab on the ITS600 and communicate with the VCI to check the data. In looking at the screen, we can see two columns. On the left side, you can see the sensor and ID information as the tool collected it during our initial check of the sensors. In the right column, we see the TPMS control module information. This column represents where the vehicle thinks the wheels and sensor IDs are located. We can see that the information in the left column is consistent with the IDs and locations stored in the control module in the right column. After we complete our sensor replacement, we will need to perform a relearn to ensure all of the information is correct and the system is functioning normally. At this point, we're going to continue our evaluation of the vehicle as we won't move forward with repairs until we receive authorization from our customer. It's now time to pair our TBE200 laser measurement device with the ITS600 so we can begin checking the tread depth and look for any irregularities in the tread wear pattern. This will also allow us to integrate our TPMS data with our tread wear information so we can later present our vehicle health report to our customer and discuss the required repairs. To pair these two tools together, they must first be on the same Wi-Fi network. Go to the Settings menu and select System Settings to verify that the ITS600 is connected to Wi-Fi and that the network is on. Now, let's grab our TBE200 and swipe over to System Settings. Make sure WLAN is on, and make sure Wi-Fi Direct Connect is on as well. Sign on to the same Wi-Fi network as the ITS600. Now, let's go back to the TBE200's Wear Detection menu and tap TBE Connect to Device. You will then see the TBE200's device serial number appear on the screen, and it will indicate that the two devices are ready to connect. Tap on the TBE200 device to connect. For this part of the vehicle evaluation, we'll choose All Check mode so we can get a more detailed evaluation of the condition of the tire tread. We'll start by taking measurements with the TBE200. Ensure that you've selected All Check mode. We'll start with the left front tire as indicated on the TBE200. Hold the head of the TBE200 flat against the tire tread in the location indicated on the TBE. Start with the outer section, followed by the middle, and finally the inner section of the tread. Press the physical button on the tool once each time you place the tool and wait for the laser to deploy, followed by a beep indicating that the measurement has been taken successfully. The tool will dictate the order in which you will measure the subsequent wheels. As you can see, now that the ITS600 and TBE200 have been paired, and the data collected by the TBE200 is displayed on the screen of the ITS can display the data more legibly with the larger screen. Now that we've completed our measurements, let's look at the screen on the TBE200 and scroll through the measurement data for each location. We can see as we scroll across and then up that a profile diagram of the tire is displayed as well as service recommendations. There's also a graphic that displays the decrease in wet weather braking performance based on the tread wear as well as the depth of the aqua channels. We've now completed our evaluation of the condition of the tires, and based on our findings, we'll recommend a replacement set. We'll move on to our brake check. We can use the TBE200 to check the condition of the rotors through the wheel by selecting brake check and holding the TBE200 up to the rotor. The magnet at the tip of the TBE200 will firmly affix to the rotor surface. Press the button and the TBE will shoot the laser across the rotor's friction surface to measure the amount of cast iron material that's been worn away from the rotor's surface. It does this by measuring the depth of the lip at the edge of the rotor where the brake pad doesn't make contact. At this point, we can choose to remove a wheel to get a better idea of remaining brake pad material as well. Before we complete our evaluation, we need to check one more item, the health of the battery. Let's drop our vehicle down and use the BT506 accessory to perform a battery and charging system load test on the vehicle. Similar to the TBE200, the BT506 pairs with the TBE via Bluetooth to communicate. We'll now perform a battery, alternator, and starter test to complete our health check of the system. It looks like the charging system is in good working order and requires no additional attention. It's time to use the ITS600 to produce a vehicle health report and present our findings to our customer. So our customers now approve the recommended maintenance. Let's get started on our service. We're going to remove the wheels so we can get started replacing our tires and TPMS sensors. Now that we've dismounted our old tires, it's time to prepare our Autel MX sensors for installation. We'll grab 4 MX sensors from our stock. These are universal programmable sensors. One SKU is compatible with 99% of the vehicles on the road today. The first thing we need to do prior to installation is program our sensors. In doing this, we use the ITS600 to teach the sensors what type of vehicle they're being installed in so they can emulate the exact behavior of their OEM equivalent. Let's remove 4 sensors from the packaging and grab our ITS600. The tool will allow us to resume the last vehicle we've been servicing by selecting it in the data manager. We'll skip ahead to program sensor. In this case, because we're replacing all 4 sensors, we can use the auto-create programming method because it allows us to program multiple sensors at the same time for a given application. All we have to do is place 4 sensors near the top of the tool and tap auto-create in the sensor programming menu. The tool will look for the sensors and display 4 sensors detected. Do you wish to program? Select OK. The tool will now create 4 sensors that are compatible with this vehicle. Once completed, they're ready for installation. One of the things that cuts down on installation time when replacing sensors is Autel's proprietary press and release valve stem mounting system. Rather than leaning over the tire machine with a Torx tool, all you have to do is select the stem and insert it into the sensor using the keyway. Once the tire valve is seated, the sensor clicks firmly in place. There's no need for a mounting screw or any torque specifications. It cuts down on time and some of the errors that can be associated with over-tightening or dropping and losing the mounting screw. Now let's mount and balance our new tires and get them installed on the vehicle. While our vehicle is still up in the air, it's a good opportunity to register our tires to protect our customer if a recall is issued for them in the future. We'll once again grab our ITS600 and select the Tire DOT function from the main menu, then select Tire Registration. This will open the Autel SIMS app. We'll need to enter our Tire DOT numbers along with our customer data. In this case, as the tires are all new and have been manufactured at the same time, the numbers are all the same. Enter the DOT numbers and choose a quantity of 4, then tap Submit. The tire's DOT numbers, along with the customer information, is uploaded to SIMS. Here's a little background on tire registration. The FAST Act, which was signed into law in December of 2014, requires that the tire installer needs to register the tires electronically or provide a way for the customer to accomplish this themselves. In most cases, the customer is handed a pre-formatted index card with space to handwrite the DOT numbers, along with the vehicle's owner's contact and tire dealer. Motorists could then mail the card to the tire manufacturer so they could be notified in the event of a recall. This sounds good in theory. The reality is that vehicle owners don't always do it. If the tire installer is using the index card system, the simple act of forgetting to give the customer a tire registration card could potentially cause your business to incur fines. In some instances, a regulator may visit your shop to purchase tires and verify your compliance. On January 11, 2021, the Department of Transportation issued a notice that increased fine amounts for tire registration violations. Up until recently, the maximum penalty for a single violation was $22,000. Okay, let's complete our service and get this vehicle back to our customer. Now that the new TPMS sensors and tires have been installed and inflated to placard pressure, it's time to perform a TPMS relearn. In doing this, we will communicate with the vehicle and upload the sensor IDs as well as the location of each wheel, so the information on the driver's information center related to tire pressure is displayed correctly, and our TPMS malfunction indicator light goes out. Once again, to the ITS600. Back in the TPMS application, with the correct application selected, we'll scroll over to the Relearn tab. In this case, the vehicle requires an OBD2 relearn. I'm going to take a moment to read the instructions and make sure that I'm using the tool to execute the procedure correctly. An OBD relearn requires us to activate each sensor in the order dictated by the tool, and then using the included VCI, which we've already installed in the vehicle's OBD2 port, communicate with the vehicle. Why do we do this? The tool tells the vehicle the wheel location and the ID number associated with each sensor. So let's activate each sensor. Now that we've completed that, let's tap the OBD relearn function. The tool communicated with the vehicle, uploaded the IDs, and erases any TPMS-related diagnostic trouble codes. After cycling the ignition key, we can now see that the TPMS malfunction indicator light is no longer illuminated. If you remember earlier, our customer requested that we perform an oil change service as the maintenance required light was illuminated, and this was consistent with the current mileage of the vehicle. Now that we've replaced the oil and filter, we'll need to reset the maintenance required light. We can use the service functions on the ITS600 to accomplish this task. Let's go to the main screen on our ITS600 and select Service Function. Remember, our VCI 200 is still plugged into our vehicle's OBD2 port, as we just completed our TPMS relearn. Make sure our ignition key is in the on position and select Service from the main screen. Tap Oil Reset. The tool will automatically communicate with the vehicle and identify the application. The advanced software in the ITS600 will automatically navigate the user to the correct control module in the vehicle that controls the maintenance required indicator. You will then be presented with the option to reset the service interval. It's that simple. With the touch of a button, we can reset virtually any maintenance required indicator light. This was not always so easy. Some of the more complicated systems would require multiple pages of instructions to get through the complex menu system on the dash that controls this function. Worse still, some vehicles require the use of a service tool to turn the light off. Independent repairers no longer have to tell customers to visit the dealer for a simple oil and filter change, because they can't turn off the maintenance light. We'll now take a quick moment to revisit our customer and assure him that the required services have been carried out and the vehicle is ready for delivery. Thanks for joining us in the shop today. We hope you enjoyed seeing the ITS600 and TBE200 in action. We think you'll agree that they provide an incredible amount of capability and versatility in our ever-changing vehicle repair landscape. We believe that digital vehicle inspections are the future of the repair industry. Technology is key to our continued success as repairers as vehicles become more and more advanced. The ITS and TBE are an incredibly powerful combination that will enhance your experience in the bay, your bottom line, and your customer's satisfaction. Before we conclude our presentation, I want to go through some of the many sources of training, product information, and resources available from Autel. Visit autel.com for information related to any of our TPMS or diagnostic product lines. This encompasses diagnostics, battery testers, TPMS, ADAS, and key programming. Many training videos are also available to enhance your understanding of different topics. We offer a complete line of products that are sure to meet the demands of your most discriminating customers. Another great resource is the Autel Tools YouTube channel. One of our biggest initiatives as a company is producing and sharing weekly videos that highlight different products' technical features and showcasing the innovations that we're most proud of. We offer hundreds of videos on our channel. A customer may ask you, as an Autel dealer, about a product that you are not familiar with. Get up to speed fast on all our products at the Autel Tools YouTube page. Finally, let's talk about tech support. It's long been established by Autel that the most valuable product that we offer is our willingness to support our customers. Our New York headquarters houses a 50-strong team of technicians specializing in every area of vehicle service and repair. Contacting us will give you access to a technician that's specially trained in the area related to your specific inquiry, whether it be diagnostic, battery testers, TPMS, or otherwise. We have the answers. Call us Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give us a call at 1-855-AUTEL-US. We can also be reached by live chat 24 hours a day. This is especially useful for fleet customers or municipalities that are performing periodic maintenance at night. Visit autel.com to access our live chat. You can reach us by email at ussupport@autel.com. We'll get back to you right away. Thank you for choosing Autel Diagnostics. We remain dedicated to bringing the most advanced, innovative diagnostic products that will carry your business into the future. Thanks for watching.